Protests outside City Hall in New York continue after the city council decided to move $1 billion out of the city police budget. The money will ultimately go into youth and community service.
You can see the suspect walk up to a man last night on New Lots Avenue, pull out a gun, and start firing as people scatter. The gunman then turned and walked away. Another dramatic surge in shootings across New York City in just a matter of days.
Those shootings in all boroughs except Staten Island. In the last 48 hours, 50 shootings, 52 victims, 7 dead.
Another woman has been shot, apparently by a stray bullet. The 52-year-old told investigators that she was walking on 224th Street in the Williamsburg section when she felt pain in her leg and then realized it was a gunshot.
30-year-old Marlon Alvarez broke a window to get into a 15-year-old's bedroom and then attempted to rape her as she slept.
More evidence of gun violence in New York City. The NYPD says a 26-year-old man was shot in the leg today in Queens.
65-year-old Yvette Morales walking us through the moments that left her bloody and begging for help Sunday, September 27th around 6 p.m. explaining she was double parked on Featherbed Lane waiting for a parking spot to grab groceries when a woman approached her car yelling.
I opened up the window because I thought she was asking something. She was taking pictures, and the next thing I know, she gets out of the car and she comes over and she punches me in the face.
One man is killed and 3 others are injured after gunfire erupts in Brownsville, Brooklyn.
More gun violence this weekend around the city. A 26-year-old man is shot and killed in Manhattan.
Surveillance video shows the man police are looking for walking down the street in an unknown location. Investigators say he sexually assaulted a 20-year-old woman near Barrow and Greenwich Streets at 2:30 Sunday morning. In this exclusive video, the male suspect can be seen ambushing this bodega owner in the Bronx.
A man was shot in the head after getting caught in the crossfire of a gun battle in Brooklyn. We begin now with those tense moments late this afternoon at a Manhattan subway station. Gunfire breaking out right there, and a man was shot in the neck.
Gun violence in New York City continues to rise. 3 people shot today in the Bronx.
The PD searching for a man who stabbed a teen multiple times in Brooklyn while trying to steal his phone.
Night of deadly gun violence in New York City.
There have been at least 6 shooting incidents, and NYPD data shows that shootings are on the rise.
Tonight, NYPD now says it has video of the man they say pushed a grandmother off a subway platform and attacked her elderly husband. It was a chaotic scene unfolding in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn around 5:30 tonight. Video shows NYPD officers chasing a man after 22-year-old Shaheen McClain was shot several times.
Terrifying moments for a woman who was abducted from a Bronx park at knife point. Police say the teenager used pepper spray on an Uber driver, pulled the man out of his car and drove off.
Police trying to identify the man seen in this video taken at a bodega in Queens late Tuesday night. The man demanded cash from a 33-year-old male clerk.
This 20-year-old Bohemia man faces rape charges, accused of having sexual contact with 2 13-year-old girls.
There was a woman pushed off the platform at a subway station in Times Square, and police say the attack was unprovoked.
We begin tonight with the latest victim of gun violence in New York City. A young man visiting the city shot and killed outside an Airbnb in Brooklyn.
A Brooklyn teenager is dead after an overnight shooting in Crown Heights. Attacked out of nowhere with a grilling tool. Now the NYPD is looking for the suspect who went after a 78-year-old man.
A person shot and killed as they sat in the back seat of a cab. It happened just before 1:30 this morning in Elmhurst, Queens. Police say the cab stopped at a red light on Broadway at 81st Street when a moped pulled up with 2 men on it, and one of them started shooting at the cab.
Police are investigating the discovery of a body on subway tracks in Lower Manhattan.
Shocking incident of gun violence in New York City. A woman in her 70s shot in the head on an MTA bus in Brooklyn.
At 11:30 a.m. at the Atlantic Avenue Barclays Center station, police say a 29-year-old man was pushed by a stranger onto the 4 southbound tracks. Saturday, police say a man was slashed in the face and sucker punched by a stranger on an Uptown 4 train approaching Grand Central Terminal. And earlier in the day at the High Street station, police say a 26-year-old man was slashed in the face by a stranger for no apparent reason.
75-year-old lying in bed at a Queens assisted living facility says he was hit in the neck by a stray bullet.
Victim seen walking out of a building after making a delivery in Brownsville Monday morning. Police say a man waiting outside shot him from behind. The driver is then seen crawling away.
You can see 2 men entered, one armed with a gun. They demanded cash from a 17-year-old store worker, grabbing about $100 $200 before fleeing.
A deadly shooting this morning in Queens. The call came in just after midnight for a man shot at the intersection of Woodhaven Boulevard and Myrtle Avenue in the Glendale section.
Suspect Elizabeth Galarza, seen here on security camera video, is accused of punching a little boy repeatedly in the face.
The NYPD Special Victims Squad needs help locating a man wanted in a sexual assault pattern at subway stations.
Police say a 35-year-old woman was attacked and robbed at gunpoint by the two men seen here.
Now, an update this morning on a quadruple stabbing in Brooklyn that left a man dead. It shows the men pushing the 67-year-old victim to the ground. One of the attackers kicks the man in the face. They also punched him while they search his pocket.
Police need help finding this man. They say hit a woman in the head with a sock full of coins.
A disturbing discovery at one of the city's most popular areas. Police found the body of a 19-year-old woman at the South Street Seaport. Her body wrapped in plastic.
Police need help finding this man who stabbed a teen on a scooter in the Bronx. The 15-year-old was sitting on his scooter when he says the suspect walked up and started arguing with him. During a fight, he pulled out a knife and stabbed the teen multiple times.
Police now offering a reward for anyone with information that could lead to an arrest in connection to an attempted rape in East Harlem.